site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Quickly to the air is Wilson. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Throwing is Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production means they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and it's brought down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judah. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Is the distance on the punt there, and the Patriots take over. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Running the jet sweep, Thornton. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now on 2nd and 16, Jones. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And a strong run there. So take this all the way down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And they will stop him short. They'll get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. And the accuracy lacking there for Zuerlein. It's off to the right. No good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. And he rifles one incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. He's got room past the 30, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 68 yards. And the Jets will strike first here in this wild card matchup. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A very solid gain of 27.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Stuck for a loss by Christian Barmore. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And Judon able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And Judon, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever. That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his head coach and explain that one. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit. 1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got him in, it's Tyquan Thornton. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And throw right side complete to Parker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. DeAndre Swift, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level. Full connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Matt Judon make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Here's Jones on the return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Running the jet sweep, Thornton. And some space here. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 14-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Stevenson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Stevenson again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Swift is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching that point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had the tuck roll, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Second down to run with Hall. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's the Jets punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Jones on third down. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up fourth down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here comes Swift. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and it just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he gets it underneath to Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On second and a long way to go. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Here's Wilson to throw. Now Davis fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, That puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that game.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
158 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. They go play action here on first down. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And they get Jones for the third time in this ball game. And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Matt Judon in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
That's caught by Wilson. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side, all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And they'll indeed take a knee. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.